The bands. Scuba diving has achieved remarkable popularity since its inception in 1943 when Jacques Davis Conte and Emily Gagnon developed the demand valve the regulator and portable air tank. The Professional Association of Diving Instructors alone has certified over 5 million divers worldwide. Today, diving plays a substantial role in the lives of some individuals occupied by the military and commercial industry as well as those involved in conducting underwater scientific research. It is also a described recreational activity and way for interested parties to visit submarine environments. While scuba diving has grown into a fairly common ceremonially free activity over the years, the level of responsibility necessary for the diver to maintain should never be underestimated. There are several well-known problems associated with scuba diving that can result in damage to the body of or even death, and so this endeavor must be taken more seriously than most recreational activities. Perhaps the most infamous story that may befall a divers is the medical condition widely referred to as the bends. The name for of this condition stems from the area of the body that is most commonly affects the joints of the bends. The bends is caused by nitrogen bubbles forming in or near the joints and muscles, most often in the arm or and legs. Technically known as discompression sickness or dizziness, the bends uh, was initially determined case on this size by uh, 18th century physicians. This name derives from pressurized airbox calling caissons, which workers used to descend below the water table to perform work on large engineering excavations such as bridge supports and tunnels. These boxes allow workers to operate in dry conditions well below the water table and keep water from flooding the excavations. Caisson disease was a major threat associated with underwater construction projects of the period plagued even the most scrupulously overseen operation. During the construction of Heath's branch in Shiloh, Missouri, 15 men died from what was then deemed a mysterious illness. Later, during construction of the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City, cases disease incapacitated a handful of workers, including project leader Washington Railway. We don't know as cases disease of the band. This illness is caused by a change in pressure and the effects this pressure change nutrient levels in the body. Here's how it works. As diver descends into the pure water, the amount of water on top of him or her increases, causing the walls of the water on top of the diver to increase the water results in increased pressure on the diver's body the waist size of the person like too many stones. Now it is important to note that the air inside the diver's tank is composed of 79% nitrogen and 21 oxygen. These gases are different and therefore they react differently to the effects of the of aforementioned pressurization. Nitrogen is more easily compressed than oxygen, so when they are both compressed, the nitrogen jets compress more than the oxygen. When breathing, the diver intakes a high ratio of nitrogen, though oxygen. that he or she would under conditional at the surface into walls she diverse body taking monitoring that is normal. It normal would appear the device gas and the more pressure is being exerted and he or her body the more nutrient the body will absorb in order to maintain equilibrium. The learning and deeper the device the more nutrient is absorbed as long as the body remains under pressure. This increased absorption presents no problem. During the ascent, however, the pressure begins to decrease, resulting from the decrease is the weight of the water on top of the diver. With this decrease in pressure, the diver's body wants to decrease the amounts of nutrients in order to maintain equilibrium. But the human body does not metabolize nutrient. Therefore, it must be systematically eliminated from the body, which takes time. If, if the nutrient is not given now time to be properly eliminated, it will expand, forming potential life threatening bubbles in the divers, tissue, and bloodstream. The body understands how the event occurs. It may be helpful to consider the following example. Image a soda bottle that has been uh, vigorously shaken. Now image trying to open the bottle. If the cup on the soda bottle is incredibly slowly, the pressure is released from the bottle slowly and the content do not bubble and fish where in the bottle can be removed quickly. The liquid will form bubbles and spew out of the top. This is precisely what happened to nitrogen in the body when ascend after a dive. If the diver rises to the surface too quickly, the body is unable to eliminate nitrogen in a controlled manner and bubbles form in the diver teeth and bloodstream, similar to the content under pressure in a soda bottle. It's in scuba diving, slow control as an crucial to allow the body to rid itself of accumulated nutrients. Otherwise, the nutrient bubble will expand into the diver's blood, and he or she will surface the burns. The author's tone can be described as the factual and cautionary. As you said in paragraph 2, which is the best synonyms for perils? B. Dangers. Based on information in the passage, it can be understood that the event results from one ascent too quickly after a dive. 2. The failure of the body to metabolize nutrients. 3. The fact that oxygen compresses more easily than nitrogen. C. 1 and 2 only. According to the author, the event was initially referred to as Caisson disease because see people who work in is Caisson become afflicted with it. Based on information in the passage, it can be inferred that Caissons 1. Necessitated the use of a breathing apparatus. 2. Keeping the water workings from a drawing. 3. Were pressurized in a way similar to scuba tanks. 2 and 3 only. D. According to the author, the essential problem with a nutrient imbalance is that B. The body is unable to metabolize it. In paragraph 7, the author uses the example of a shaken soda bottle to further explain how the event occurs. Which of the following literary device is used in the explanation? A. Analogy characters by establish a relationship based on similarities between two ideas or concepts. This often works to convey a new idea by using a familiar idea as the basis for understanding. Which of the following best describes the organization of the page? A. Introduction, background, explanation, and conclusion. Explain the event in your own words. How does it occur? How can it be prevented? It occurs when a neighbor asks too quickly after being at a great depth, while giving the body absorb more nutrients due to the high pressure. The solution is to ascend slowly so that the body can safely eliminate the excess nitrogen.